I'm going to teach you how to survive. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. We're learning best practice to get out onto Gratiot as well as the I-94 corridor. So we're going to come up to the edge and check traffic. And we want to go in the nearest lane. Turn in the nearest lane. Now let's go ahead and talk about signs. We have warning signs, regulatory signs. These signs will dictate what you do, whether you pass or fail. We have to stop. 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003. Now we have a warning sign, school zone crossing. This is where kids are supposed to cross, but we as adult drivers, we understand that teens do not always do what they're supposed to. So if the law comes down to it, the law will always support the pedestrians. So what does this mean that you have to do as a driver? You've got to be extra careful. You've got to be safe. We want to squeeze our brakes, check traffic, and then move forward. By the way, this is the service drive. This one's parallel to the expressways. In many places around the United States and the world, you have a road that runs parallel. To the left of me is the I-94 expressway. What we're on now, there's a service drive on the east as well as west side. So there's streets here, businesses, shops, and on the other side, there are also residential homes. So you need to know which way you're going. If you're getting off on the street and the expressway goes past your street, you might have to get on the service drive. This is rush hour. It's 3:42 Eastern Standard Time. There's construction, so we're going to have to take some detours. Whenever you're learning how to drive, you need to learn more than one way to get to your destination. I'm going to be showing you this today. We're at about 250 miles fuel range. Gas is $4.29 a gallon. It was $4.17, I believe, last night. We did a tutorial. Night driving, Gratiot, I-94. Yep, I see traffic backing up. We will definitely not be taking I-94. Definitely not. We're going to be taking a different route. So we want to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Complete stop. Now we're going to proceed. We're going to be taking the service drive, then it will run into a secondary street. This yield, if there's heavy traffic, it becomes a stop sign. We're yielding for traffic that's coming off the expressway. I'm looking for a gap or space. Unfortunately, this lane ends, so I'm going to have to get over to the left. That's fine. So I'm either going to need to accelerate past this traffic or fall in behind it. But making a decision is not an option. When you're learning how to drive, you need to make a decision. I'm going to try to do the safest thing. I'm not here to create an accident. Oh, I got a gap. Here's my gap. See? We want to try to change lanes before the intersection. So the environment allowed me to safely make the lane change. The speed limit here is about 35. Some areas is 40. Some areas is 45. So you're going to have to read signs. I'm scanning the intersection because this could be a still green light. I'm looking for the do not walk sign. It is not flashing. That is one indicator. Now the speed limit is 40. I have 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm 3 seconds away from this person with the U-Haul, and that's a temporary trailer. You pay for the use of the trailer. squeeze my brakes. I want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. If you can't see the rear of the tires, you're too close. They're from Virginia. The typical road test, anywhere from $75 to $255. It varies by state location. You can register for a test online. Green does not mean go. Green means you look and check traffic. I'm looking ahead, the light's yellow. I'm off the gas. I'm looking ahead in the hallway. You're in high school, or you timed out of high school, you're now in college, or you're in the factory. You're looking ahead, you see your boss 200 feet down. Looking for the rear of the tires again. And these lights are short. They're less than 20 seconds. That's an older light. You can see how faded it is. You always want to be aware of people hauling trailers. Sometimes they don't hook up the lights. Sometimes lights don't work. You could get a ticket. Taking our time, nice and smooth. Every intersection is unique and different. Some cars may run lights, some people may stop. Some people may go through fast or slow or slam brakes. We don't want to slam brakes. I'm consistent. We see the rear of the tires on the ground. Because if we're in a collision, we'll have one, the rear end collision. If we don't see the rear of the tires, we'll be pushed and have a secondary collision. Trying to take our time, do our best, and keep it moving. And every light's a little bit different. They're set on timers based on the flow of the traffic. You see the camera at the top of the traffic pole. Nice green. Oh, you saw those twos back there. Make sure that stuff is secure. I'm going to stay in this lane, no sense in trying to change lanes. Regular cash is $4.20, $4.29. If you have a Visa or BP credit card, they give you a discount. Because of the situation in the Strait of Hormuz, gas prices will skyrocket. Okay, we're going to make a lane change. Accelerate through. There is a shortage of instructors. So this means more wait time for driving, practice, road test prep. Have a double yellow, then a single yellow. This is for left turns only. We can't drive straight. I see the white car to the right. I see the red light. I'm scanning. I'm searching. I'm looking ahead. I'm going to squeeze my brake. You'll see the blue Jeep, and we want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. Right around the third or fifth drive, you'll start to understand lane line reference, speed control, depth perception. It's like shooting a basketball at half court. The first couple times, you're going to shoot maybe right by the free throw line. You won't make it. The fifth or sixth attempt, you might hit the backboard. So we have to look ahead. I'm trying to keep good speed and good space. I'm going to count from the 40 mile per hour sign, 1001, 1002, 1003. I am 3 seconds away. This vehicle is not self-driving. I think it has a lane departure system. I think a light or warning comes on if you're drifting out of your lane. Cars from 2019 and up, they have displays in there, infotainment screens. They have information that will track you, how fast you're going, how many times you accelerated, deaccelerated, and those cars are tracking you. Insurance companies are getting this data. Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, definitely Tesla. So what does this mean for you? Drive your normal. Take your time. And just be patient. Yes, I saw an elderly lady hit this pole at this intersection. The car literally climbed up on the pole. I'm like, oh my God. So she had a medical emergency. So because people are living longer, more people are driving, and I'm not age shaming at all. I want you to know that. I am not age shaming, but some people should be tested more frequently. And you're gonna see trends like that across the United States, because that's a very sensitive issue. But at one point, we all will have our license taken away because you shouldn't be driving because it's too dangerous. It could be in your 60s. It could be in your 70s. It could be in your 80s. It could be in the 90s, because a lot of people don't want to drive at night. I've been blessed. I have good eyes. Eat good. Carotene is good for your eyes. I try to take care of myself. Am I in perfect shape? No, no one is. But you want to get your rest. You want to stay hydrated. We're at about 40 right now. I'm scanning the intersection. I see the do not walk sign flashing, so this could be a stale green light, but we made it through. Sorry about the bumps. Every community, every municipality is different. I'm looking ahead about 15 to 20 seconds. If you don't practice this, you're going to end up rear-ending someone, tailgating someone. Yes, that's correct. I'm in the Midwest. And how many years have I been doing this? 24 years. And each year you learn something. So we're using more data. Every time we drive, we listen to the audio. We put the audio in an AI prompt, and I have some custom prompts that I developed. And then we look at data. How many times am I stopped? How many people tailgate? How many people don't use blinkers? What are some of the top 3 things? Number 1 is probably tailgating. Number 2, a missing or incorrect blinker. Number 3 is probably aggressive driving or distracted driving. Like all these cars are cutting over. All I'm doing is keeping, it looks easy to me, but it's not, because I make adjustments based on the environment. The environment, we're at 40. I'm trying to keep a minimum of a 3-car space cushion. And then as we move forward, I try to keep that distance. Like the black car to the right, they're accelerating faster than the flow of the traffic. I'm accelerating with the flow of this blue Jeep. So if they accelerate a little bit, I accelerate. If they slow down a little bit, I slow down. But I'm always trying to keep my space, and I don't want to get rear-ended. Yes, I have videos from Texas, Florida, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana. I have enough videos and content for about 5.5 years. This is including long form, short form. I also have some podcasts too. Yes, the brain does not fully develop to around 25. So if you're 25 or under, you're more at risk. If you're 25 or older, you're less at risk. But around 55, 57, you're going to start having difficulty seeing at night. You might be on blood pressure medication. You might be diabetic. And typically the younger people need 8 to 10 hours. People over 40 like ourselves, 6 hours, 7 hours, 6 to 7. I'm joking. I said 6, 7. I gotta have a sense of humor. But there's a lot of environment around here. And I look at it from a driver's education perspective. I look at it from a safety perspective, a danger perspective, and an educational perspective. You always have to look around. Like I'm checking my rear right now. If you're stopped, you should be checking mirrors. If not, you're going to lose points. So every time we're driving, I'm visualizing you're here with me. I'm teaching you, I'm showing you, I'm educating you. So when you drive on your own, you can refer back to these videos. And what I've learned, leave early, make sure you have gas the night before, and just be patient. This is a quick yellow light, and we're just gonna take our time. Some lights at certain intersections change very quickly. This is to protect the left turn. You can see the arrow. Yes, we're trying to take our time and keep space. No, if you don't have a good instructor, it's going to take you longer to drive. If your parents are screaming at you, chopping your head off, you won't learn. You want someone who's patient, who's going to understand you. This is our classroom in the car. We have our classroom in person, and then we have our classroom virtually. All elements are similar, but they're different. I tend to draw a lot of pictures. We're using more data now. I'm using a spinner wheel to put everyone's name in, and that really ups the intensity of learning. And then we'll be discussing some of those elements. I like to call people randomly, keep us accountable. I put myself in, I'm accountable. If I'm going to take the time to explain this, I'm going to be accountable. I walk it like I talk it. If I say something wrong, I'll try my best to explain it. I'm looking around the curve, around where the Jeep is. I see the white car ahead of the Jeep. I'm ground viewing, I'm viewing to the left, I'm viewing to the right. If you're really listening to me, you'll be able to see the white car in front of the Jeep. And I can see the white car in front of the Jeep. I can see the gray vehicle. I saw brake lights. I see the school bus. I see the traffic light, which is red. If you can't see these things, you're going to have an accident. I'm at about 40, nice and smooth, patient, being a defensive driver. I'm scanning. I'm not staring at 7-Eleven or the blue Jeep or the light or the white truck. I'm gathering bits of information. I'm scanning. I see the blinker. I see the person walking. I see them playing softball. I see the vehicle behind me with one daytime running light on. I'm lifting my foot a little bit because I'm moving too fast. I see the light over there that is red. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. We see the school bus. I'm squeezing the brake. I see the DC truck and pull it out. Every state is different. In New York, you have to be 18. Under 18, you're going to have a junior license. In Texas, the parents are required to teach you. My certification is good from the location I'm in. They don't have a national certification. I wish they did. That would be really awesome to help people. We're trying to keep space, not trying to tailgate. I'm lifting my foot. We're at about 30. The speed limit is 45, but we can't drive at 45 because the flow of the traffic is not allowing us. I'm squeezing my brake. That car turned. I'm keeping space. I'm squeezing my brake again. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. I'm making a lane change. I accelerate through the lane change. Now we can see the van was obstructing our view. I'm looking ahead. I see the green light. I see traffic moving on the expressway. We may get on the expressway. So I can show you merges. I can show you speed control. They turned at the last second. They made a judgment. That was okay. That was about 80%. Looks like traffic is moving good. We're going to go ahead and get over one lane to the right, R-I-G-H-T, and then we're going to get on the expressway. We're going to take I-94 east. You need to know your cardinal directions. And then we're going to follow the road. We're going to accelerate up, and I see barrels. This is almost like a clover leaf. It's a long curve. I'm accelerating up to speed. We talked about a 4,000 RPM merge, and I see a semi truck coming, so I'm out here and I'm going. You hear that motor? So we're at 4,000 right now, and we are successful. That was long. Whew. Okay, so you see the chevron alignment signs. They're on the right, meaning the road goes to the left. I'm looking ahead around the curve. I'm not going to cut off semi-trucks. I'm looking at the Kia ahead. I'm moving. I want to stay in this lane, the right lane for now. I see the semi-truck behind me. I respect semi-truck drivers, and you need to. Speed is going pretty nice. We're moving pretty good. They used a good blinker. That was pretty safe. I was able to make a decision. I see cars going on. I'm going to make a decision. I made my decision. I'm getting over to one lane to the left. You see how I'm making decisions? Because I want them to be able to merge out easily. We're sharing the highway. Whoa, a little fast there. We're sharing the highway transportation system. I focused on the car ahead of me and I didn't see the driving environment. So I'm gonna keep moving. They're from New Jersey. Speed is pretty good. We're at about 70. You see all the barrels. It was really bad last night, traveling back from Detroit. Okay, I'm lifting my foot. Cars are getting close to me from the left to the right. I'm trying to stay smooth and lifting my foot again. I don't want to tailgate to Colorado. Don't tailgate. it's a dangerous maneuver, and in some states, if you tailgate someone and rear them, you're at fault. No one wants to have an accident. Okay, let's make a lane change to the right. R-I-G-H-T. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. We're in the right lane. How can we tell? We have the white line to the right. That's the edge line, the fog line. Expressways are limited access. You take a ramp to get on, a ramp to get off. There are no intersections. There are no pedestrians. If our car does break down, heaven forbid that, we want to pull over to the right. R-I-G-H-T. I'm at about 65. The car's coming up on me about 80. So my heart's pounding a little bit. I'm lifting my foot. You always have to make these adjustments. That lady in the Sinatra was coming up really fast. And this is pretty peaceful. It's pretty relaxed. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're about an 8 in terms of being that safe driver. Yes, I have some AI prompts that can help us identify potential dangers. I have some AI prompts to help us identify what a successful driver looks like. And this is 2026. You need to use a lot of data. The good schools, the good businesses, the good companies will look at data. What employees are bringing value. What employees are causing problems. How can you maximize everyone's skills and unique ability? I'm squeezing my brake. There's a huge backup. I'm using threshold braking. It's really easy to panic and slam brakes. You have to pay attention. Okay, we're turning our blinker on with 100 feet, a half a block. This is the de-acceleration lane. And yes, my cousin did roll her truck. She had an F-150. She rolled her truck on this road. So this is the chevron alignment sign. We're going around to the right. The signs are to the left. I'm looking up and around the curve. You have to look up. I'm looking at the gray car. I'm looking at where my visual reference line is. I'm looking at other cars. I'm turning my wheel like a slight 35 and 37 degree angle. I'm turning on my left turn signal, look over my shoulder, I accelerate out. Now I'm lifting my foot because it's really easy to rear end a car. The one thing I hope that you're learning, you always have to analyze the driving environment. You always have to take our time. I'm going to turn my right turn signal. Now I'm squeezing the brake. That car ran the light. So I'm accidental. That's a ticket too. You can't do that. Because I got a ticket, but they dismissed it. Okay, we want to go in the nearest lane. There's some flock cameras. I see the white car. I'm looking ahead. I'm looking for eye movement. I saw the guy with the beard. I'm looking ahead here at Walmart. I'm praying they don't come out. I'm looking around the curve. I see the car with the blinker. I see the white car. I'm squeezing brakes. Again, you should see patterns. And I'm going to try to get this audio into one of my custom AI prompts. I'm looking ahead and around the curve. I see the red truck. I see the American flag. I'm really forcing myself to look ahead. I see the warning sign ahead. I see the red light. Good afternoon. Hey, how are you doing? I'm going to squeeze my brakes. And I want to see the rear of the tires. Yeah, I think around 24, 25, there's no set age to drive. You will learn how to drive. You will learn. You will get better. Thank you. I had a nice drive too so far, and it is 67. No pun intended. It is. I'm doing pretty good. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Halfway done. Really preparing. We have the state test on Thursday. We're doing a lot of review, a lot of prep, and then this is a chance for you to see what I do. Yes, exactly. You always got to be aware. So turn into nearest lane. We're gradually accelerating up to speed. There's no age limit. You want to have a good coach. You want to be ready. You want to prepare yourself. And then we want to cross the line just before the street. This is not a lane. Now, this turn is really tight and tricky. Okay, we're going to go in slow. I'm going to turn back. Thank you. We're going to make a right turn. So you want to look where you want to go. I'm showing you. You're looking. I'm looking where I want to go. And then you're going to see me turn out. Now I'm going to make a left turn. My blinker's on. And this is where I would take you to work on your steering. And then I'm going to look and turn real easy. I'm going to let this big truck go by first. It's not that serious. Okay. Thank you. Just being courteous, letting them go by. Let's share the road. And I'm staying middle right. This is a really beautiful scene right now. Neighborhood, kids, school buses. Gotta be that defensive driver. I see the person in the yellow bike. Looks like they got a helmet on. That's one of those e-bikes. Very dangerous. A lot of torque. And a lot of communities are banning those. Does the community near you ban those? Also, I have some questions on the community page. Make sure you jump in there and answering those, because I put those for you to see where you are. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my right turn signal. I'm going up and I'm gonna stop. S-T-O-P. There's the school bus. And now I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna move forward. I'm looking left. Like I'm really looking. I look right, I look left. And long before I did this, I was doing this. A few of my students a few years ago said, hey, you need to start making videos. I'm like, are you serious? They said, yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a right turn. I'm here first and I'm looking where I wanna go. This guy must be a junk man. Same vehicle. We talked about good speed control, good lane line reference, identifying. Don't worry, you can pop in anytime. I see a person on an e-bike riding down the middle of the street. That person, wow, about to get hit. I'm showing you. See this person? About to get hit. That's really stupid, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That guy was going about 30, man. Do you see the danger? That's how it is. It happens that quick. That guy almost got squished. That's why I don't think I would drive one of those. Right? Because people can be really dangerous. Okay, we're going to go around the block again. We're scanning. We're looking ahead, taking our time. Neighborhoods are the most dangerous place. You let your guard down. We have people on e-bikes. We have school buses, people in a hurry. We're talking about defensive driving. We're going to make a right turn at the street up here, 100 feet or half a block. And there's so many consistent examples. And you guys are learning. I'm making a right turn. And I'm showing you, I'm looking, and I turn out. Let's make another right turn. We're doing figure eights. We can understand. And I'm scanning. I'm looking. I'm going to cover my brake, and I'm looking where I want to go. And then I turn out. The one thing that I learned, habits. We want to do consistent turns, hand over hand in, hand over hand out. Do you let the wheel spin? Are you hand to hand? Are you hand over hand? Do you drive with your knee? I can't drive with my knee. I would crash. I'm too clumsy. Okay? My coach said in high school, hey, you're like a bull in a china shop. I'm like, what does that mean? You're just kind of clumsy and big. Okay? And we're just taking our time. We're at about 20. We don't want to go under 20. That's creeper speed. But we want to scan and look ahead. I see a dog to the left. I'm staying more to the right. You'll see the dog. Okay? See the dog right there? Come on. And I'm coming. I see a gray car turning on my right turn signal. And I'm looking left and right. I'm looking before I get here. And then I'm looking left. I'm looking right. I see a school bus coming. Okay, I'm going to show you. School bus coming. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm going to make my turn. Going it real easy. I want this tutorial to give you confidence. I want you to learn how to drive. You need to subscribe. You're going to subscribe because I'm a 24-year-old veteran instructor. We use a lot of new data. We use AI. We're looking at custom prompts to really help you explain what are some of the common traps, what are some of the common dangers, Gratiot, I-94, Mount Clemens trap game. These are your master classes. I need you to subscribe. I need you to follow me. E, thank you for everything you do. Bye, guys.